Welcome to the game. 4 billion people, and every one of them a potential criminal. This is the unboxing for Warlord Games Judge Dredd I Am the Law miniatures game. Now, before we dive into that, I thought I might give you, just because what you're looking at is not that box. In fact, it's down here. We're going to get to that in a minute. But I thought I'd give you a brief history of the Judge Dredd miniatures games. Back in 2004, Mongoose Publishing did the Gangs of Mega City 1. And it was, it's based in the Judge Dredd universe. But in this one, it was really more akin to Necromunda, in which you start off by building a gang and fighting other gangs. And the judges came in really during campaign play. So if say your gang was rather weak and you get challenged by a gang that's really good, basically the other gang comes into the battlefield or into the block, and one of your guys makes a quick call to the Justice Department, and they run away, and then the judges show up. And so that's really the only time you ever played with the judges. Otherwise, this particular game was all about my gang fighting your gang, and it was kind of cool. It comes with a playmat, pretty decent to set up your playing area, so pretty cool. And 104-page rule book, rules for the streets, Judge Dredd. And this one, if you played one of my favorites, the Starship Troopers game, these types of pictures would look very familiar on their diagrams, because they are very similar to the way that they did the Starship Troopers rulebook, which is a fantastic game by itself. But it was very cool. You got one of the metal miniatures that they did, but it came with 6 dice and plastic miniatures. Now, the plastic miniatures were basically enough to build 2 gangs. You get 12 miniatures, which I always thought was kind of interesting, because the game in the back of the book, it gives you 2 example gangs, which required 15 miniatures to fully kit out. So you only got 12. So I thought that was a little lame that your starter forces, you didn't have enough to build those to start with. So you literally had to build your own force, and which was okay, because page 5 starts into how to create your gang and takes you right into it before you even get into the rules. So it was cool. Models are really cool. I have a couple of these boxes, and this one is completely unpunched. You also got 4 sheets of card. You have to cut this out yourself. They're not pre-formed, but so you could have some terrain, which was kind of cool. So enough about that one. This game is no longer available. You could probably still find it on eBay, maybe, if you want this one. Miniatures, the plastic models should be about the same size as what you see today for the other games. Now, that was Gangs of Mega City 1. In 2013, Mongoose redid it as Judge Dredd miniatures game, and in this one you got 8 judges and 8 gang members, and you also got an exclusive in the box set. The big thing about this box, this is all the artwork. There is nothing on the bottom or on the inside, and I'd have to flip it over, but I have loose miniatures in here and I don't want to do that. But one of the selling points for a game is you really need to have something on the back of the box so people can look to see what's in it. And instead, this is all the artwork that they had on the box. But needless to say, it was Judge Dredd. It was a miniatures game. I had to have it, right? So, this is what it came with. The rulebook, it's a massive hardback rulebook. So that was half of the weight in this. Actually, that's all the weight in this book, in this box. You got 8 judges, 8 gangers, 2 exclusive miniatures, and the training guide. Now, this one, like I said, I had loose miniatures, so still have the 2 exclusives. The models which are in here are Warlord miniatures, so they're very cool. I'm not going to dive heavily into them, but you got all your models. And like I said, I did paint some. We played it a little bit, and then it kind of got shelved. But you did get this massive hardback rulebook, and this is more akin to what you're going to see in the latest game. This is more judges versus gangers, and more on an even keel between the two, if I remember correctly. But it was fun. Me and my boys played it a little bit, and it was neat. I did like the fact that it came with a training guide, so that you can kind of step into the game very quickly without being intimidated by this beast of a book. And if you search online, you could probably find the PDF for this one without too much difficulty. Now, why are we really here showing off stuff that you probably can't get anymore? Well, let me get these out of the way. Because now in 2019 I believe it is, Warlord redid the Judge Dredd miniatures game as Judge Dredd, I Am the Law. Now, this artwork all the way around, which is, to me, the right way to do it when possible. Because your packaging has nothing to do with it. It's just a box. So put something on the box. And I guess I should have flipped it over, but on the back of this box there is nothing. Okay, so old. This is the latest version. Not quite as thick, but it also does not have a gigantic 200 plus page hardback rulebook in it. In this box you get 2 judges and 8 gangers. Now, I picked this one up a long time ago, and I never had a chance to get it on the table. So I got a chance to play it in the past couple weeks. A quick demo with a friend, and loved it. I was like, man, am I missing out? So definitely excited about this one. And I got, I was a little overboard because, there's Judge Dredd, who does not come in the box but comes separately. Then there's some more street judges, and then there's the Clegg High and the Fatties and Judge Anderson. And I even got the Block War expansion, which comes with 2 exclusive models, new cards, rules for a campaign, which is all exciting. None of these have been opened yet because all of that has just come in literally within the last week, except for this guy that I bought at Gen Con, and haven't had a chance to play it. So together, we're going to open this up. There are other unboxings out there for this, but if you're part of my channel and you've not seen them, then welcome to the Judge Dredd miniatures game unboxing. Now, what are you getting here? You're going to get 10 resin models. You're going to get 1 street judge, 1 rookie judge, a block gang of 8, and we have a quick start guide. There's a gaming mat. There are what's it got here? We've got there's water slide graffiti sheet. There's double-sided die cut card scenery, 7 unit cards, armory cards, big med cards, 2 6-sided dice, the 8 combat dice, and the plastic game tokens, which come in 2 different colors. So let's crack this open. All right. Packed by Vaz. Vaz, thank you for packing my game. All right. So Judge Dredd on the mean streets of Sector 43. So Sugar Rush is your first scenario. Get you right into the game. Half Eagle Day is your second scenario. Sweet Justice is your third scenario. Each one building a little bit upon itself. So your first mission is one judge versus 3, and then 2 judges versus 5, and then your full 2 judges versus 8 using all the models in the box. So cool little sheet to start with. This is very cool. These are decals which you are depending on decals, depending on where you are. But this is kind of a cool thing to throw in, that you could stick this on any terrain or anything you're making. So ideally, using the terrain from the original one that I showed you, using that card terrain, then I could add this to it and just kind of spiffy it up a little bit. But this is kind of a cool thing to add that I wish more games would do similar. Here are our tokens. They come in two different colors: blue for the gang and gold for our judges. I do know a few of these. This is pinned. These are wound tokens. These are your counters for, you put all these in a bag. So for each model, you have one of these, and for certain models you have one with a star, because if you pull the one with the star, there's always a chance, if I can get that to focus, there's always a chance that you can get it to go back in. Alright, you go focus. Aha, now you focused, and now you're sideways. So this one particular, there's two of these with a star here and here. These are stun tokens. They kind of have little stars going around a circle. That is if you've sprinted. This is Overwatch. And the 1 through 6 and the 2 skulls, not 100% sure what those were used for. We did not use them in the demo game that I played. But they're very cool, and yeah, just simple tokens. But the neat thing about the game is you have one of these order tokens for each model. They all go into a bag and they're randomly pulled out. So you don't know if and when you're going to go until a token gets pulled out, and then you decide which model is going to get it. There are cards in this game. In the demo, we did not play with any cards other than just their unit cards. But you have what they call armory cards, in which you have different things that loosen these up just a little bit, like a smoke bomb that you can throw, stun gas, high X. Very cool. And then you have big meg cards, which again, we didn't use these, so I don't know 100% of what these are used for in the game, other than like extra, like different actions or something that you might be able to do. Like cover me, 2 unpinned friendly models may immediately go into Overwatch. That's kind of cool. So big meg cards and armory cards. There's 18 of each of those. 10 bases for your 10 models. And here are the models packed by Alice. And these are resin models, but looks like he gets a couple of weapon options, maybe. You got a couple, or just, I guess that's just for their arms that aren't attached. But your 2 judges, your rookie and your street judge, and then your 8 gangers, which it looks like, yeah, he's going to get 2 of these arms, and he's going to get 1. Or actually, he's going to get 1 arm, and he might have a option. I don't know. I have to look at him a little closer. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Yeah, it looks like he's going to get the big gun right there. All right, well, very cool. Thanks for packing that, Alice. Appreciate that. Your dice. These are kind of cool. You get 2 D6s, but then your larger ones are they're 6-sided dice, but there's 3 sides for hits, 2 sides with the shields, and 1 side with the 2000 AD symbol, and that's kind of your special. Just a touch there. So that special die allows you to do certain things. So if you pull the order card with the order token with the star, and you roll a certain number of dice, and you get an AD side, you get to put it back in the bag, and it can come up again.
So that's what that star is for. You can keep getting those orders. And in the demo, I put it back and redrew it 4-5 times in one turn. It was so funny. We were just blasting back and forth. Yeah, we pulled it back like 5 times. It was unreal because I kept getting that die, so it was really made for a fun game. Our stat cards: Rookie Judge, Judge, Senior Street Judge. There's a Street Judge. And then your Black Gang Veteran Street Judge card. And the backs. And like your Street Judge on the back, it tells you what kind of weapon, special rules that they have. So on the backs of these cards, you'll see like their special abilities and what the rules are. And it's kind of cool here that it even has like their special rules. See page 62. So it kind of tells you where to go find those rules. Our rule book, which not quite as big as the hardback, but still a pretty decent sized rule book, weighing in at 160 pages. Yep. And in the back, all of the cards for the game. That's kind of cool. Full color all the way through. Lots of really cool artwork. Really kind of sets up Judge Death. Really kind of gets you into the playing. All of the different models, things like that. Mean Machine. This is a model I definitely want to get if I can find it. I've not been able to find it. I didn't even see it on their website. So very cool. It appears like it feels like there's a lot of rules. It's really not. It wasn't that difficult a game to play. You also get a. Now this is not. Well, I mean it's paper. It's a thicker paper. It's a card stock style paper. Double-sided play sheet, which is really pretty decent sized. I don't know how far I can pan out. I think I'm back as far as it's going to let it go. Probably 30, about 3 foot by 3 foot is what it feels like. And it's double-sided. So this would be a very fun map to actually turn into a 3D map and pull your terrain and everything on. And then last thing in the box is your pre-cut cards, very thick card terrain, which is kind of cool. One side is nice and clean, and the other side is, dirty, messed up. Your barricades and stuff are all shot up. Your cars are on fire or trashed. So that's a neat touch. So it's not just, hey, we're going to duplicate it on the back. So the back is a little bit different to vary up your terrain and however you want to set it up. These are also resin models that you can pick up off of their website. They're not cheap though. But there you have it. Like I said, I didn't want to make this a super long video. I did just want to show you, give you a brief history of Judge Dredd game. I'm really excited to get this on the table because it was a lot of fun. Just a simple demo I went through. A lot of fun to play. And that's it. So anyway, I hope you found this informative. Please like, subscribe. Let me know what you think down in the comments. If you play Judge Dredd, the new game, which additional toys should I get? And if anybody knows where I can get the Mean Machine, somebody drop me a link to that model, because I was one of the few people that did like the Sylvester Stallone movie, and I always thought Mean Machine was very well done in that movie. Let me at him, Paul. I just felt like Mean Machine really was. I liked him. The whole Angel Gang was a blast, but I really, really liked Mean Machine, and I definitely want that model for this game. So if you know where to get him, let me know. Or Maybe if it's not a Warlord model, that's fine. If somebody's got one out there, I would really like to get it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, let me know what you think. And as always, have a wonderful evening. Bye now.